Storm-0249, a known threat actor, is evolving its tactics to launch more sophisticated ransomware attacks, raising alarms among cybersecurity experts. This shift not only complicates the landscape for security teams but also highlights the need for heightened vigilance. As of December 9, 2025, reports indicate that Storm-0249 is moving beyond its previous role as an initial access broker. Instead, it's employing advanced techniques such as domain spoofing and fileless PowerShell execution to infiltrate networks and maintain persistent access. Microsoft first identified this group in September 2024, and its recent activities suggest a troubling trend. In this video, we'll break down these new tactics and what they mean for organizations trying to defend against ransomware threats. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. As of December 9, 2025, Storm-0249 is demonstrating a strategic pivot, integrating advanced techniques that enhance its operational stealth and effectiveness. One notable tactic is the implementation of domain spoofing, where the threat actor creates deceptive websites that closely resemble legitimate domains, thereby tricking users into executing malicious software. This method exploits the inherent trust users place in familiar-looking URLs. In tandem with domain spoofing, Storm-0249 has adopted DLL sideloading as a primary method for executing ransomware payloads. By embedding malicious code within legitimate applications, they can launch attacks without raising immediate suspicion. This technique not only allows for the evasion of traditional security measures but also leverages the trust associated with verified software. Another significant advancement in their arsenal is the use of fileless PowerShell execution. By executing scripts directly in memory, Storm-0249 effectively circumvents detection mechanisms that typically monitor file system changes. This approach not only heightens the stealth of their operations but also minimizes the forensic footprint left behind, complicating post-incident investigations. The click-fix social engineering tactic further exemplifies their evolving strategy. By presenting a facade of technical support, they manipulate users into unwittingly executing harmful commands, thus establishing a foothold for subsequent attacks. This level of manipulation indicates a shift from broad, indiscriminate phishing attacks to more targeted, sophisticated social engineering efforts aimed at specific individuals or organizations. Additionally, the use of legitimate Windows administrative utilities, such as reg.exe and finster.exe, highlights a growing trend among cybercriminals to employ living-off-the-land techniques. By utilizing tools that are already present in the operating system, Storm-0249 can gather critical information, such as unique system identifiers, without alerting security measures. The implications of these evolving tactics are profound. By binding encryption keys to unique identifiers like machine GUID, Storm-0249 ensures that even if defenders manage to capture the ransomware binaries, decryption remains impossible without the specific keys controlled by the attackers. This not only complicates recovery efforts for victims but also solidifies the threat actor's operational security, making it increasingly difficult for cybersecurity teams to mount an effective defense. As Storm-0249 evolves, its adoption of advanced tactics underscores a significant shift in the ransomware landscape. The integration of techniques such as DLL sideloading and fileless PowerShell execution not only enhances the stealth of their operations but also complicates detection efforts for security teams. By utilizing social engineering methods like click-fix, they exploit user trust, prompting victims to unknowingly execute malicious commands under the guise of resolving technical issues. This strategic transition from mass phishing campaigns to targeted attacks reflects a deeper understanding of organizational vulnerabilities. By leveraging legitimate processes, Storm-0249 can operate under the radar, making it increasingly difficult for traditional security measures to identify and mitigate these threats. The use of administrative tools such as reg.exe and finster.exe to gather system identifiers like machine GUID further illustrates their meticulous approach. These identifiers play a crucial role in the encryption process, binding encryption keys to specific systems, which ultimately fortifies their ransomware's effectiveness. Moreover, this tactical shift indicates a broader trend among cybercriminal groups, where precision and stealth are prioritized over sheer volume. As ransomware actors increasingly adopt these sophisticated techniques, The implications for businesses and cybersecurity professionals are profound. Organizations must adapt by enhancing their security protocols and employing advanced detection mechanisms to counteract these evolving threats. The need for continuous vigilance and proactive defense strategies has never been more critical in the face of such advanced ransomware methodologies. Next steps: what organizations should do. In light of Storm-0249's evolving tactics, organizations must adopt a proactive approach to cybersecurity. First and foremost, it is essential to enhance employee training programs focused on recognizing sophisticated social engineering attacks. Given the use of tactics like click-fix, employees should be educated on the risks of executing commands that appear to resolve technical issues, particularly those originating from unverified sources. Additionally, organizations should implement strict monitoring and logging protocols for all system processes, especially those related to administrative utilities like reg.exe and finster.exe. By establishing baseline behavior for these tools, security teams can more easily detect anomalous activities indicative of potential breaches. Investing in advanced endpoint detection and response (EDR) solutions is also crucial. These tools should be equipped to identify fileless attacks and DLL sideloading techniques, which are increasingly used by threat actors to evade traditional security measures. EDR solutions that leverage machine learning can analyze patterns in behavior and flag deviations that could suggest an ongoing attack. Furthermore, organizations should conduct regular penetration testing to simulate advanced tactics used by attackers like Storm-0249. This practice not only helps in identifying vulnerabilities but also prepares security teams to respond swiftly to real-world threats. Strengthening network segmentation can also mitigate the impact of a successful breach. By limiting lateral movement within the network, organizations can reduce the potential for ransomware to spread from one compromised system to others. Lastly, maintaining an up-to-date inventory of software and ensuring that all applications have the latest security patches is critical. This includes monitoring for any unauthorized installations or modifications to trusted applications, as attackers often exploit these to gain a foothold. By taking these steps, organizations can bolster their defenses against the sophisticated tactics employed by Storm-0249 and other advanced ransomware threats, ultimately safeguarding their critical assets and sensitive data. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.